got?
Yeah, we'll give him a couple of minutes.
What do we got? Dun dun dun. And okay, interesting, Richard. Did we go live?
We are live.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I did tell you. It was very clear that I was going to start things now.
Oh.
But that's cool, you know.
Yeah, and you know, like we don't have Phil, but yet we might have Phil.
Yeah.
Okay, that blows.
You know. So
that's awesome. We've got him. We got him.
He's not here, but yet he's here, Richard. How did that happen?
Metaphysics, you know. It's one of them metaphysical dichotomies.
Yeah. I agree.
That sucks.
I agree,
No,
Phil.
fuck you, Phil.
I completely agree, Phil.
Genius.
Yeah. I asked him for some different little phrases for me to throw together for the 40 and slip so I could have a soundboard, Phil.
That is cool.
Yeah. Thought that would be interesting. An interesting addition to the 40 and slip.
The 40 and slip. I've got a whole promo thing lined up for that. So
yeah. Are you going to put up the graphics tonight, or
am I going to put up the graphics? Yes, I am. Thank you for reminding me.
You've had a few. You've tossed back a few, as they say tonight, Richard. So I hear.
I am quite drunk.
Oh, quite drunk. Proper drunk?
Proper drunk. Yeah, proper drunk. That would be a good assessment. It's not letting me pick images.
Now, if you were okay, so you're proper drunk now. Now, if you were like so drunk, you were like vomiting and losing control of other bodily functions, would that be considered piss drunk?
That would be skull fucked.
Excuse me. That would be what?
Skull fucked.
Dude, you're taking it right to the edge now that you just don't care about the language.
We're not going up on the website anymore. Phil's not putting us on his channel. This is my show.
Why? Now, I mean, this is a news program, Richard.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to pry, but why is it that we are not going up on the website?
I don't know. There's been issues with YouTube. That's what I know.
Yeah. So now we're like flying by the seat of our pants. Are we still keeping the same name?
Might as well. I mean, there's no copyright on it.
Oh, wait, lo and behold, I rubbed the Magic Genie. Phil?
You rubbed out the Magic Genie.
I rubbed out... Listen, Phil, listen to me. I want you to know something, Phil. Okay, right here, right now.
Okay, that blows.
Okay?
Hey, I like that producer's voice. And it sounds like he's calling from a booth or talking from a booth.
Yeah, it sounds like he put reverb on his voice or something.
We're going.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the control room. That's what it sounds like in there.
Oh, the control room. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Poling.
Phil Poling has joined us.
Hi there.
I'm not pushing a button on my computer anymore.
No, this is live, Phil. He is here. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So are we ready?
I'm ready to go.
I guess.
Ready to go.
All righty then.
We were just saying how we don't care about the program anymore, Phil. So you can curse all you want.
Okay.
We're gonna have ourselves a uncensored.
And Richard's drunk.
Very.
Awesome.
Very drunk. So
turnabout is fair play.
There you go.
So let's just have ourselves an uncensored, fun episode.
Okay.
For the fucking love of it.
All right.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Squatchable podcast, where we take a look at some Bigfoot stories that the EU lets me view. Thank you, EU. Very appreciated. Joining me, as always, from the 40-inch slip. The 40-inch slip is a podcast like an inside-out ribbed condom in that it is uncensored for their pleasure, not yours. Chris York. Chris, hello.
Yeah, we don't really care, but yeah, it's something like that.
I thought that was a good one. Apparently,
it was okay. It was a roundabout, way to get to a point, but I'll give it to you tonight. You are a bit, how shall we say,
plastered.
Three sheets to the wind.
I'd not like to give the the listeners the impression that you are unable to facilitate the running of the show, Richard. So I'm just gonna say he's a little tipsy tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm hitting the present button, but it's not letting me show graphics. I don't know what's up.
It's obvious that YouTube is a conspiracy against you, Richard, because you couldn't possibly be too drunk to run the show.
So from the 40-inch slip, Chris York.
Welcome, everybody.
Is, of course, one of the best podcasts on the internet. It is uncensored, and it is funny. Matt, Steve, and Chris. Brothers separated at birth, some might say. And what can I say about my other co-host, except that some say his power over women is legendary, and that his beard can hypnotize snakes into doing his laundry for him. All I know for sure is I call him Phil Pullen. Phil.
Hi there.
Yes, hi there. Brilliant.
See, he calls you Phil Pulling. I call you Phil Polling.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the difference?
No.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
See, like some say. I just want to put that out there. Okay.
Yeah. Some say that. Wait a minute. Wait. No, wait. Some say that fell flat on its face. And I will sit in that for a minute.
It's been a long time since he's done a some say.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back. I've decided I'm bringing it back. So if you enjoy Power Breakdown, Bigfoot Crossroads, the 40-inch slip, but one of the many, many cool Bigfoot shit out there, head on over to Facebook and find yourself a group called Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where you can enjoy the badly drawn misadventures of two Bigfoot, where this week the Wendigo returns to, a standing ovation. Everyone loves the Wendigo.
And they finally find their way out of the portal.
It winds up being not what everybody thinks it is.
Yeah, last week I did say that they were going to summon the Demon Lord Cthulhu, but then I went off on my own little thing, and I completely forgot about that. Look, I can't be held accountable for where the wings of creativity take me. I'm just like an auger for this stuff. It just flows through me. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Bigfooting with Keith and Colin the musical.
I've been trying for ages to get an animation software that I understand how to use. I don't have a lot of free time, but I'm going to make a Bigfooting with Keith and Colin cartoon one day because it would amuse me greatly. So, Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, Power Breakdown, the 40-inch slip, Bigfoot Crossroads. They're all the things we've plugged. Moving on, without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen, and let's just jump into it. Our first story comes from the ChulaIndependent.com, which is Bigfoot. Is Washington a hotspot for Sasquatch activity?
Yes.
Yes, Phil's just all in right away.
Wow. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Para breakdown.
Just the truth.
Wow.
Booyah.
Mic drop.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not going to drop this mic. It cost me about five bucks.
Yeah.
For all you people that know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
For you people that Books.
$5. I understand, Phil. You got to go to a yard sale.
No,
It's precious to you, Phil.
For all you people
Precious.
old enough to remember.
I think that Bigfoot. I tend to think that Bigfoot is prevalent. The sighting reports are quite massive in Washington State.
They are definitely prevalent. You ought to hear them at night sometimes. Oh man!
Like the coyotes.
Oh God!
They overpower the coyotes, don't they?
Can't even tell the difference between them.
You know, when you're like 5 rum and cokes in, it all sounds the same, doesn't it, Phil?
Yes. Yes.
Alrighty then.
They use coyotes to help them hunt.
This is what I hear, to help them hunt. Yes.
Yeah.
I understand.
I've heard that. I totally buy it. You know, if I'm the Bigfoot, I wouldn't use wolves.
You know who doesn't buy it?
Who?
You know who doesn't buy it? Bigfoot expert Matt Knapp.
I see.
He doesn't buy it.
Wow.
Coyote hunting dogs, not on the table. Not happening, Richard.
No,
well, that's kind of close-minded.
Matt Knapp's not even going to consider it. Well,
didn't even look into the matter, did he? He just nope.
Listen, it didn't even make the cutting room floor. This is Bigfoot expert Matt Knapp we're talking about.
I know, but sometimes you get a Bigfoot expert and they get a big mouth, and I'm just kidding. I actually like Matt. I actually like Matt, but he's wrong. He's wrong. That's all I can say.
It's just wrong.
He's just wrong. He's just wrong. That Matt guy. He's all right. He's great. He's awesome. But he's wrong.
Those are semi-domesticated dogs, basically. Bigfoot, they feed him scraps and that, and they help him hunt. And yeah.
Wow. Wait a minute. Who are you, and where's Phil?
Well, I haven't had anything to drink, so
this is good for your soundboard. Okay, make sure that all of this.
I can download this episode. Believe me, I can rip the audio right out of it. I didn't need him to give me all them clips.
Did you enjoy those clips?
Oh, Phil, you have no idea. The best part about it, like, I love the fact that it sounds like you're in a tin can.
Yep.
It sounds so god awful. It's gonna work so well.
And the mic clicks and everything, The mic feedback and
absolutely. I'm gonna have to I'll break them into little blips, but it'll work great. So yeah, Bigfoot's prevalent in Washington, Richard. I'll help you move it along because I know you're a little buzzed, bud.
No. I was just letting you guys run with it,
Oh, okay.
We've had our fun, but let's get back to the story. States such as Vermont, New York, Oregon, Ohio, California, and others boast of their Sasquatch sightings, but only Stevens County, Washington, has a famous Bigfoot print in the Hearts Museum at the University of California, Berkeley. The print, which belongs to a creature named Cripplefoot. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn? Cripplefoot, damn.
Damn, Cripplefoot's a hoax by other marks, isn't it?
Yes.
Down on Cripple Creek. Oh.
Okay, well, Stevens County is a hotbed of Sasquatch activity, according to Will Ulmer, who runs the Bigfoot of Stevens County page on Facebook. A true skeptic, not just like a run-of-the-mill skeptic. This guy's
what's the difference between a skeptic and a quote-unquote true skeptic?
30 years.
Either you're a skeptic or you're not. I don't understand. I don't understand why you have
Phil's drawing a fucking line in the sand here, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe you're correct.
And in fact, everyone's a skeptic.
Everyone,
every person on this planet is skeptical of something.
Oh,
wow. So I don't know the difference between being skeptical and a true skeptic.
No, not me, Phil. I'm the last starfighter.
I'm a bit skeptical about that.
I couldn't hold it. I was trying like hell.
All right, so this dude, Will Ulmer, is a true skeptic. He started searching for Sasquatch about 7 years ago because he was curious. Until I see Bigfoot, he's not real yet, Ulmer said. That's a fair attitude. I'll give him that. Ulmer started a Facebook page in the hopes of getting stories from locals, and since then he's received hundreds of stories. The oldest are from the early 1950s to the newest from just a few days ago.
How can he get hundreds of stories and Matt can't even get one?
People aren't that desperate to talk to Matt Knapp. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, they should. He's an expert.
He is a paid Bigfoot expert.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's dumb. I mean, the fact that this guy's 8 years ago, I started look. I never even heard of the guy. Oh, I get stories every day. He probably gets them off of Facebook or something. I'm just guessing.
Sounds about right, Phil. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
You got my 6.
I'm in your corner.
Got my back.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. I'm continuing.
We're waiting for a commercial break.
All right. Okay, so reports of Bigfoot activity are still coming out of the Bossburg area, a sighting, tracks, and screams. Ulmer tried to look for the site of the original Tricklefoot track, where they found over 1,000 tracks, but with nearly 50 years having passed, he didn't have any luck. Instead, Ulmer found 3 sets of tracks, 2 large and 1 little, that appeared to have come down the mountain to the shores of Bailey Lake. Other people have found 18-inch long tracks around the lake, and Ulmer said he'd received probably about 20 reports from just Bailey Lake alone. And according to Ulmer, there have been even more reports from Sand Canyon Road in Chula. Ulmer has nicknamed this area Sasquatch Alley, which goes from Big Meadow Lake to Radar Dome and Tiger Highway down to Sand Canyon.
Bigfoot Alley, Tiger Highway.
It's getting real, Chris. I mean, we're getting some serious names.
Dogman Road.
I can dig it.
Steve can dig it. Phil.
Or Steve.
Oh, Steve. I don't know why I just said that.
Mothman Freeway.
UFO Highway.
Booyah.
Or was that the Alien Highway?
Phil, how dare you? How dare you?
I'm trying to join in the goddamn conversation.
No. It's Carefree Highway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you step on Gordon Lightfoot?
Gordy.
One of the few good things to come out of Canada.
Yeah. I met Gordy in person.
The best tracks he found, however, were 16 inches long and came from up near Sheep Creek, where there were 7 crossing a log road, and the stride between them was around 6.5 feet.
Remember me?
We were camping in August, and everything was super dry, hard as rock. We couldn't leave our own boot prints. And the night before, we heard screams, wood knocks, and there were rocks being thrown into camp, Ulmer recounted.
And that was just what we were doing.
He was able to get a plaster cast of the print, which clearly shows 5 toes. When it comes to Sasquatch investigating, Ulmer admitted, I wasn't planning on doing it for 7 years. I thought I could spend a few months out there, but the more time I spend, the more questions are raised.
Unemployed, huh?
You can follow Ulmer's exploits on the Bigfoot of Stephen County's Facebook page, because the dude is going to get the answer. I believe in this guy.
Yeah,
I'm there. Just like
I'm heading there now,
man.
The truck is packed. I'm gone. I'm there. Got all my gear.
I mean, a few months out in the woods, that's enough to figure out Sasquatch exists or not, right?
Well, I mean, if you're living with them.
I mean, those are the bloody rules established by most Facebook groups on the internet, right? Doesn't anyone care about the fucking rules anymore?
Yeah, it's
Market Zero.
Yeah, Chris got it. Okay.
Good for you, Chris.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a show dog. It's a Pomeranian film.
Yeah.
You know, they chucked a ferret in the bath in that film. It was ferret abuse. Someone should have done something.
Did you write a letter?
Oh, mate, what the fuck was that?
What?
What have I told you about the accent? Don't do the accent, Phil.
What accent?
All right.
Phil, we'll kill the fucking producer.
Right. On you go.
Right.
I'll do the show.
Richard, have another ale.
I'll do the show as Mr. Gumby. Hello.
I'm Gumby, damn it.
I'll bring out my pirate voice. I'm not afraid.
All right.
No, it's your show.
It's a duel.
You do what you need to do.
All right, so moving on to the SS Times.
Moving right along, bump it up, but loose and fancy.
We got ourselves a story called Whales of the Bigfoot, ladies and gentlemen. One usually equates Bigfoot or Sasquatch sightings to remote mountainous regions.
Insanity.
So true. In the Pacific Northwest.
But they call this one Big Blue.
Not to the Hoosier state.
The oceans of the earth are the home to Big Blue.
Indiana is not immediately thought of as a hotbed of cryptid encounters.
And many sex shops across America.
Did you say Wales or Wales or Wales?
Or is it? Believe it or not, Indiana has had its fair share of Bigfoot sightings throughout the years. Continuing into present time, it would seem these critters know no boundaries, resulting in many scratching their heads and intellect over a puzzling mystery of not only folk tales from the past, but continued sightings in the present defying any type of rational explanation. Bigfoot fits into the designated term paranormal, as it should. Something that is beyond the scope and comprehension of normal day-to-day life. Is paranormal a term of necessity? Most likely it is. Who really knows what we are being confronted with here?
In Gary, Indiana. I hear that most of the paranormal happens around Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Nocturnal in nature, Bigfoot has been described as a large and lumbering ape-like being, covered in a dark brown or reddish hair. It has facial features resembling that of a gorilla, and most often it is accompanied by a foul odor. It produces the occasional primate-like wail and the sound of banging on a tree, yet in a rhythmic cadence.
I think this writer stole all this information from someplace.
Where do you think?
No.
The interweb?
Yeah. I think he stole all this information from somewhere else.
Where?
Anywhere. He's repeating everything about Bigfoot that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
Everyone knows is an expression that irritates me greatly.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Nobody knows.
That a creature that
nobody knows.
Don't have any conclusive.
Bigfoot's an ape-like creature. Oh, wow. There's a news flash for you.
Oh.
That nobody knows about. Go ahead.
Nobody knows.
Is there really more to all of this than just folklore? Many believe there is. We've heard stories of loud noises,
autoerotic asphyxiation.
outside the thin layer of the nylon tent more times than
the nylon what?
Of a nylon tent. Step bolt upright.
I thought you said nylon netting.
Indiana Bigfoot could have been. We'll explore some of the locations next week.
Oh boy, another great installment.
Listen. The EU is very, very strict with what websites I'm allowed to view. So I will take whatever Bigfoot information I can get.
The good old EU.
And if I sound bitter, that's because I totally am.
Oh.
I mean, I've clicked on so many Bigfoot sites.
Yeah.
You're a Brexit supporter, aren't you?
No, I'm a Remainer, actually.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know you were a Romanian.
Ah, funny.
Okay, continue.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so moving on to bakerycityherald.com. Sasquatch smile. Jeff Meldrum with his with his neatly trimmed grey beard, mellifluous voice, and smooth cadence.
I guess he won't do the 40 and slip, Phil.
I've heard a rumor that he doesn't like you. Or
yeah.
I guess you won't allow him to say, here you have the mid-tarsal bone that extend from the tropoid to over to
I don't know. I said, my thing was, I said, I've always had, at least some type of respect for Dr. Meldrum. And I don't understand why he wouldn't come on our show and have an honest debate.
That's because you don't call it the hominid that it deserves to be called.
I've never called it anything. I call it Bigfoot, Sasquatch.
Yeah, see,
Yeti, whatever.
He says hominid. In fact, he uses.
So I'll say hominid.
Some he's a term.
Call it a fucking homosexual if it'll get him on the goddamn show.
Well, I'll send him an email. I'll tell you what. I'll send Peter Byrne an email, and then he can contact Mel.
Listen, you do whatever. I got nothing against the man. I have respect for him, and what he does. I've said it many times. I think he walks a very fine line because he has to, and I think he has a passion for the subject, and I'd love to talk to him about it. And I think most people don't get that. If they talk to us, we're pretty down to earth and just, we're not out to ruin people. So,
or that many?
No, just a few.
Couple.
Yeah, couple. Somebody in Vegas, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
he's talking about Richter Riola, for those of you who didn't get it.
Wow, Richard.
God.
Why are you going to be that way?
Well, at least you didn't say Rectum Riola.
Richter Riolo. Listen, I just want to say, for the record, I haven't talked to Richter in a long time. I noticed he was posting. He made a comment in response to one that Ryan Redding on a post of mine in the 40 and slip on the like page. And I happened to catch a snippet of the most recent I decided to do a fucking podcast special with Richter Riolo. And I just wanted to say to Richter, Fat Thor was just like a thing they did in the movie. You don't have to model yourself after that. It's okay, buddy.
Fat Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said,
Richard's getting himself another ale. Don't worry. Calm down.
No, I'm here.
It'll be okay. He likes that radio silence. That nice long pause before.
Yeah. Okay.
Called dead air.
Look, yeah. I've completely screwed this episode. All right, I'm well aware of that.
Richard, it's all right. It's we do these things.
Yeah.
You need to let it out. Let it out. Do it. You said uncensored episode. Screw it. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Uncensored. This one's for the love, and that's why I do this, because it's fun.
There you go.
Sasquatch, the other common name for this massive, hirsute creature that some believe inhabits the wild woods, as yet unrecognized by science, is a theme for this inaugural Blue Mountain Bigfoot Fest that drew an estimated 1,000 people to the park for the day-long event. Scott Violette, a Baker City drama teacher and the founder of Blue Mountain Bigfoot Research, coordinated the event that included a 5K run, a variety of vendors, and a presentation by Jeff Meldrum. There's a surprise. Can I just say that of all the conferences and whatnot that we have covered on this show, there are like 4 or 5 well-known speakers that speak at all of them. Okay? This is not about Bigfoot. This is about making them rich. Okay? Or at least giving them enough money.
Bigfooters, by the way, don't run. They sit beside the campfire and drink beer.
Yeah, that's the way to find Bigfoot. Everyone knows that.
So this 5K run, I don't know who that's for. It's not for Bigfooters. They can barely get up off their asses.
I mean, I'm not opposed to people making money.
Phil, you want to sing a campfire song?
If this is how you want to put bread on the table, more power to you. But let's not pretend that this is about looking for an animal anymore, okay? Let's just not pretend. Let's just cut the bullshit and just accept that these people are only interested in coming to these conferences, getting paid, and making money.
I tend to agree with that synopsis.
I mean, if there was anything new to talk about in Bigfoot research, we'd know about it. But,
no, I mean, the conferences are good because people just want to get together and have a good time. If that's, I mean, obviously that's what this one's intended to do. And they only have one speaker, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's just all about Jeff Meldrum.
Yeah. Well, there you go. The Meldrum Fest.
Meldrum Fest
The Meldrum
2019. I'm gonna follow them around like the dead, take acid. Meldrum Fest. I'll be the only one in the crowd going, hey. Where's the music, man?
Well, okay, continuing on in Baker, Oregon.
It's just a conference about Bigfoot. They're going to do a Bigfoot howling competition. I got to be honest, I'm a fan of those. They sound like fun.
Oh, yeah, those are fun. Drinking, carousing.
Jeff Meldrum said something has to create the footprints we have casts of, and something has to produce the footage we often see. So there must be something out there, right?
Oh, right. Absolutely.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm down.
Yeah. I'm right on with that.
So that's at Baker City.
Right on.
When is this conference?
This conference is...
Tomorrow.
It doesn't actually...
Last week.
Say.
2 weekends ago.
Got to be...
Today?
No, it's not today. Yes, it is today, actually.
You still have time.
You still can make it, folks.
It is. Oh, God.
It's going to take him 4 hours at least just to do the 5K run.
Oh. Yeah, have fun, people.
Baker City, Oregon. Jeff Meldrum.
There was a run.
5K run. It's all about Bigfoot. I know you can't see it, but there is literal egg on my face right now because that is just...
You put egg in your ale?
All right. So let's move on.
Oh, moving on.
To ntd.com. Bigfoot might have a sweet tooth, woman says. There might have a chance that Bigfoot has a sweet tooth, according to one woman. According to Vicky Cook from Shelby, North Carolina, she saw the big creature in the woods behind her home. Although Bigfoot sightings are nothing new, Cook says that her sighting of the mysterious creature reveals something new about its dietary preferences. She told WCNC that the sightings started back in March 2019 and since then became a regular occurrence. That's like 2 months ago. Come on.
It's a regular occurrence, Richard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We've got habituators.
Might.
Stuff.
The big thing there is might have. She doesn't know for sure. He might have. That's like saying, you know, a male Sasquatch might like to scratch his ball sack. He might.
How do you know, Phil? He might.
I said might. Yeah, might. He might like picking berries. He might.
Phil, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Well, then you're very easily disturbed. You're a disturbing person. Or, you know, a disturbed person, I should say.
I am.
All too easy.
I agree.
Low-hanging fruit. Which brings to mind the sweet tooth of Bigfoot.
That's right.
Cook told WCNC that she didn't want her neighbors to go hungry and therefore left food out, although most of it was candy and fruits. When asked what were the creature's favorites, she said in the interview that it was peanut brittle.
Peanut butter sandwiches. And what else does he leave out?
Oh, don't even.
I always leave out the... I leave out the fried peanut butter, bacon, and banana sandwiches.
Let's do that. Let's do that shit, Phil.
Yeah. They love that stuff.
Oh, I'm down. Let's do that.
All right. So according to Cook, the creature walked right up to her camera, and the device recorded everything. Although the quality is very poor.
Oh. Damn it! I was hoping. Phil,
that close.
Phil, how could you laugh?
I wasn't. I was laughing at my pug was
tragedy.
making cute tricks on the floor. It's so good. It's good girl. You're a good girl.
This is a tragedy that she got this all on film, and for some reason, for some reason, Phil, we can't see it. I don't understand it.
Right. It's because the quality is very poor.
The quality, Phil, it's very poor.
Yeah. So okay, that's too bad.
Phil, I think you should have a little more faith, buddy.
Oh, okay.
No more.
I will. I swear.
Right.
I will.
Right. Have another rum.
I haven't had anything to drink today. I was working in the backyard.
I wish you would.
I know.
I like alcoholic, Phil. It's so much better.
Yeah. Me too.
In addition to what she captured on the camera, she has other proof in the form of massive footprints.
Now
we're
call
talking.
Dr. Meldrum.
Now we're talking.
I've counted about 8 different sizes.
She should be running that fucking 5K.
She should. I think so.
Hey, I got these footprints. Can I show them to you?
Doctor. Give me the news. I got some casts that don't fit no shoes.
Yeah. Do you? Do you? Yeah, that's what you get for that's what you get. That's what you get for leaving me in the fat Thor joke. That's what you fucking get.
All right, so in another report about Bigfoot, an alleged Bigfoot hair specimen that was brought to the internet of the FBI was released after some of the Bureau's documentation went public. We've already covered this story multiple times.
Yeah, I was just clearing
So you basically grabbed the same story we've covered multiple times?
No. There was a new angle with that woman.
Oh yeah, that woman.
There was a new angle with a woman?
Yeah, with the with the Bigfoot picture that was too blurry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
one we were just talking about.
Hmm.
The
And
poor
then
woman.
And then it went on to talk about, you know,
The other thing.
the FBI Bigfoot stuff.
Oh.
Have the FBI found him yet, or
No.
They
No,
have.
Phil.
They have.
They haven't. They haven't.
at least according to the Times, they haven't.
At some point, they may find him. Or her.
Oh. Well, that's fascinating.
Or whatever.
What other news to lose?
Okay. So our final story.
Final
is where are Bigfoot hotspots in Pennsylvania? If you're searching for Bigfoot in Pennsylvania, then look to the western counties. All the top counties for reports of Bigfoot sightings are in the western half of the state, according to Squatchometrics, an online organization that's
Those guys. Yeah, Squatchometrics. Yeah.
Squatchometrics.
Yeah. Yeah. You can like their page on Facebook.
Westmoreland County in southwestern Pennsylvania is the top Bigfoot county in Pennsylvania with 95 reports in the Squatchometrics database.
Yeah, they cover like all of the upper Midwest areas.
Yeah.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
But they do.
Yeah.
They do, Chris.
Okay.
More than 1,300 sightings have been reported in the Southwest. But Squatchometrics, which can be found on Facebook, works its numbers hard to find patterns and trends that it shares with other Bigfoot hunting communities. Westmoreland shares the southwestern corner of the state with Greene County, which is not among Squatchometrics'
Do they have an algorithm?
top Bigfoot counties, but was labeled
What do you think they are? YouTube?
haunted county
Maybe.
in America by Rosemary Ellen Gooley and Kevin Poole. Pennsylvania's number 2 county for Bigfoot sightings is Allegheny, with 46 reports. With 27 reports in the Squatchometrics database, number 3 is Clearfield County, where is Park along the west branch of the Susquehanna River, and it carries a Bigfoot theme. A towering life-size wood carving of Bigfoot is the centerpiece of Elliott's Park at Clearfield.
So these are the areas that are basically recommended for those that live in the state to hit when they go out Bigfooting.
Yeah, by Squatchometrics.
By Squatchometrics. If you can't trust Squatchometrics, who can you trust? They sounds like they got all the numbers.
I only trust Squatchometrics.
Listen, when I go Bigfoot hunting up in the upper Midwest, I deal with Squatchometrics.
Mm-hmm.
That's the place to go.
Absolutely.
Before you put those boots on the ground, hit that Squatchometrics.
That's right.
That's what I say.
Even those who want to believe in Bigfoot are skeptical of its existence in Pennsylvania.
Here we go again.
In a state with 12 million residents, it seems likely that the creature would have been spotted by now if he is there.
I thought you just said that they were spotted, that they had all kinds of sightings.
All other counties in Pennsylvania have less than 10 reports.
But these weren't sightings.
No, just reports.
Reports of not sightings.
Just the facts, Phil.
Scott Wiedensall, a nature writer who has written about the search for lost species, doubts that Bigfoot is in Pennsylvania. In a 2010 interview, the former resident of Pennsylvania said, "It breaks my heart to say it, but I just don't think it's true. We would have had a body by now."
Sure. Yeah, like we do in Washington State.
That's right.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have a body either.
You don't have one of them there, Phil?
No.
You
Well, I
get one of
guess
them bodies.
Yeah, don't tell this guy. He'll probably say, "Oh, there can't be any in Washington either. Haven't got a body." Close-minded sap. That's what
I know you're anti-kill, so that's an interesting
yes
position
I am.
for you to attempt. adopt.
I am anti-kill. Yeah. Not cows. You can kill cows.
I think you'd have to.
I'm pro kill Bigfoot, but only if you do it like Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
What, with the cattle thing?
Yeah, you have to do it with the cattle bolt thing with the tank.
The compressed air gun.
The compressed air gun. You have to walk up to Bigfoot, put the tank down, put a coin down, flip it.
What's the
most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. It's got to be done. So that is the news this week.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. Richard.
Okay, that blows.
Yeah, that was awful. Should not have had a few bevies.
Sounds like maybe you should have had a few more.
Yeah, I think you should have just gone all the way. Richard, when it's like that, you're coming in hot, my man. You just come in hot.
No, I'm a bad drunk. So if I get too drunk, I would have been an asshole.
You're a bad drunk, Phil.
Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be on the show July 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're invited out to a cabin picnic, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, interesting enough, I'm invited to the same cabin picnic.
Wow. Yeah, we're heading out there. There's going to be a 5K run.
Yeah.
And it's going to be awesome.
A lot of grab assing.
A lot of drinking. I'll bring my flagon of.
You know something, Phil? At some point in time, we should try to get together again.
We should.
At some point in time in the future,
and film and actually record it. You know,
and not like the way we did before with a bunch of jackasses in the woods. Sans leave David Baddorf out of that one. But yeah,
too late. You said it.
No, I can say leave David Baddorf out. And for the record, Phil, and I think you might agree with me on this one. Doug Hudson.
Yeah.
Okay, guy.
I like Doug.
Doug Hudson, good guy.
He always brings some interesting items.
He brings interesting props. That's for sure.
I never did get a decent shot of the alien, though.
I do. I have one.
Oh, man. Some fun.
With you standing next to kneeling over it, actually.
Well, I was drunk that night.
No, really? Your 5-point landing into your chair.
At least I knew where it was.
That was the best. That was you tipsy-turvy Phil coming in towards the fire. 5-point landing into his camp chair. I still, to this day, I don't know how you managed to pull that one off.
It was planned.
Yeah. Richard, we ending this puppy or what?
Can do if you want. I mean,
you know.
Yeah, I'm going to go get a drink.
All right. So if you have a Bigfoot or paranormal experience, Matt Knapp from Bigfoot Crossroads still wants to hear from you. BigfootCrossroads@gmail.com. Chris, what you got coming up on the 14th Scope tomorrow night?
Well, you know, Richard.
Might as well.
Welcome to the 40. Okay. I believe I had a crisis of conscience this week. Because I really want to do something about the multiverse. But Matt had thrown at me mysterious manuscripts, and I kind of wanted to do that for a long time, and we have done the multiverse before. But I might have to touch on the multiverse this week and mysterious manuscripts. So I don't know.
All right. So whatever.
Yeah.
One of those two.
Yeah.
Phil, you
listen to the 40th clip.
I'm not doing shit until they give me my partnership back.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Phil's on
strike
hiatus.
Yeah, forced hiatus.
Phil's on hiatus. Phil, listen, Phil. I want you to do something for me, buddy. I want you to not look a gift horse in the mouth. I want you to look at what YouTube just gave you. Give you a month of freedom.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Month of freedom, Phil. Month of
It's
freedom.
more like 2 months. This is the second time around. So yeah.
Okay. 2 months of freedom, Phil.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Yeah.
I know you're pissed.
Yeah.
And I would be too if they fucking took my monetization away like that and then gave it back
and then took it away again.
Reviewing it and take it away a fucking day later.
Right.
Eat shit.
Yep.
I'd be livid pissed.
Yep. I was
trying to help you look at the sunny side of things. So.
Okay. Appreciate that.
On the bright side of
life.
All right. So Phil's not coming back.
YouTube's a piece of shit when you look at it.
Chris is
Phil dropped his shoe.
Chris is doing multiverse or missing manuscripts, and I will return next week, probably sober, and we should have a normal episode,
a proper show.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Okay.
When you're sober, I'm drunk. That'll be the proper show.
There you go.
All right, so it's good night or see ya, whichever one you want. Good night.